Hello friends, hope you are good. This is our lecture number 33 of unit number 3, that is design of shaft and key. And we are looking into the last concept of this unit, that is design of propeller shaft. So let's follow the design procedure for propeller shaft today. So before designing the propeller shaft, consider two cases. The case number first, if the propeller shaft is solid, in some application the propeller shaft is solid, but in some application the propeller shaft is hollow. For example, heavy duty buses and trucks, for reducing the weight of propeller shaft, it is made up of hollow. Okay, so it will help to reduce the overall weight of propeller shaft. So for that purpose we have to design a separate propeller shaft for solid purpose and for hollow purpose. Okay, so let's see one by one. The case first, that is design of solid propeller shaft. Okay, so by using the torsion equation we can determine the torsion of the propeller shaft. As you know that the main function of the propeller shaft is to transmit the torque. Okay, so while designing this propeller shaft, the main aim of our designing is to calculate the torsion of the shaft. Okay, so in strength of material subject in previous class, that is in second year, you have seen this formula, that is T by J equal to tau bar R. Okay, where we use here the suffix P for the propeller shaft. Okay, so where TP is T suffix P is torque transmitted by the propeller shaft, then Jp is the polar moment of inertia for propeller shaft, then tau is the torsional shear stress, and R is the distance between the neutral axis to the outermost fiber of that propeller shaft. Okay, so try to recall this equation number first. You already learned this equation in strength of material subject. Okay, T by J equal to tau by R. Now put down this equation as number 1. So now we know that the polar moment of inertia for solid propeller shaft is Jp equal to pi by 32 into d raised to 4. Okay, so this is the polar moment of inertia for solid propeller shaft, and where also the radius can be written as half of diameter, that is d by 2. Now put this put the value of this Jp and R in equation number first over here. So you will get Tp divided by pi by 32 into d raised to 4, which is equal to tau divided by d by 2. Okay, now rearrange this term, we will get Tp equal to pi by 32 into d raised to 4 into tau into 2 by d. Okay, so cancel this term. Okay, what will cancel here? This 2 with 32, that is here you will get 16, and 1d is cancelled over here. So we will get torque transmitted by the propeller shaft equal to pi by 16 into tau into d cube. Okay, so we will get this equation as Tp equal to pi by 16 tau into d raised to 3. Okay, now torque transmitted by the solid propeller shaft can be determined by the Tp equal to Te into G suffix 1. Okay, G1, where Te is engine torque and G1 is maximum gear ratio. Okay, maximum gear ratio. For this you will just follow this process. When you solve this numerical, you will get the better idea how to put the values or how to follow the procedure. What is TE, what is G1, what is TP, etc, etc. Okay, for time being you just follow the process. Okay, now this is the case 1. Let's look out into the case 2, that is design of hollow propeller shaft. Okay, the same procedure we have to follow as previously we follow for the hollow propeller shaft. Similarly, by using the torsion equation, we can determine the torsion of propeller shaft, that is TP by JP equal to tau by R, where TP is the torque transmitted by the propeller shaft. Now here is we have to write here hollow propeller shaft. Okay, then JP is the polar moment of inertia for hollow propeller shaft. Now tau is the torsion shear stress. R is the distance between the neutral axis to the outermost fiber. Now we know that the polar moment of inertia for hollow propeller shaft, okay, hollow propeller shaft, JP equal to pi by 32 into d outer raised to 4 minus d inside raised to 4. Okay, these are the outer diameter and the inside diameter. Okay, DO and DI. So outer radius can be written as half of outer diameter, that is DO by 2. Now put this value of JP and RO in equation first over here. So you will get TP divided by pi by 32 into DO raised to 4 minus DI raised to 4 equal to tau divided by DO divided by 2. So rearrange these terms, you will get the TP in the form of pi by 32 into D raised to 4 minus DI raised to 4 into tau into 2 divided by DO. Okay, what will cancel over here? 32 with the 2, so you will get 16 over here. TP equal to pi by 16 into tau into D raised to DO raised to 4 minus DI raised to 4 divided by DO. Okay, so let's do some mathematical calculation over here for the simplification purpose. TP equal to pi by 16 into tau into D raised to 4 divided by DO minus DI raised to 4 divided by DO. Then TP equal to pi by 16 tau into let's take it out, this D raised to 4 divided by DO as the common outside the bracket. So what will be remaining in this bracket? That is 1 minus DI raised to 4 divided by DI raised to DO raised to 4. Okay, so now this equation looks so complicated. So for the simplification purpose, let's introduce another term over here, that is K. Okay, K, small k. So TP equal to pi by 16 into tau into D raised to 4 divided in bracket 1 minus K raised to 4, where K is DI raised to 4 minus DO raised to 4. Okay, now this equation looks simple than the previous one. So this is our final equation for the torque transmitted by the hollow propeller shaft. Okay, so torque transmitted by the hollow propeller shaft, TP can be determined by the TP equal to TE into G1, where TE is engine torque and G1 is the maximum gear ratio. Okay, so this is all about today's lecture. We have covered the standard design procedure for solid and hollow propeller shaft as a case 1 and case 2. Okay, so in the next lecture we will cover the mathematical numerical based on this standard design procedure. Till then, keep practicing.